Okay. Heavy, heavy. You know, with all the sunshine out here, I was really hoping, like looking through the window before I left the house, I was really hoping it would be in the 80s today. It's 56 degrees outside. Yeah. But walking over here, it's a little less than a half a mile. With the extra 20 pounds in my backpack, worked up enough of a sweat to where I might be able to take this off. I just want to feel the sunshine on my shoulders, you know? But we're not here to talk about weather. We are here to recap week 10 at the National Personal Training Institute. Yeah, 10 weeks down. I've only got 8 left, and then I graduate. What? That is 2 months. 2 months away. Oh, it's right around the corner, guys. So this week in the National Personal Training Institute, made myself some little notes here. Let's start with theory. Theory class, we went over more nutrition, specifically proteins, fats, carbs, the amino acids, and we went over eating disorders as well. There was a PowerPoint on that we had to watch yesterday. Now, along with all of that in nutrition that we're learning, we're also having to study for exam 5 next Wednesday or Thursday, depending on when the instructor gives the test. So a lot of my free time this week has been dedicated to studying the review that he handed out. It is a lot of nutritional information. But when I was in college, I took a nutrition course. Now, this was just a few years ago, but a lot of it's kind of coming back to me as I read it, so that's good, and it's helpful. Now, I know I told you guys last week in the week 9 recap that I would try the grams versus calorie counting. I am so sorry. I have let you guys down. I did not try the grams because I don't have a scale. I don't want to own a scale to weigh my food when it comes down to it. And a few of you commented on the 140 something grams that I would have to eat in a day. Keep in mind that depending on what you eat is going to depend on how many calories that gram of food has. So it's not like I'm just sitting down eating all protein, because that's bad. You don't want an all protein diet. But protein and your carbs are going to give you 4 calories each. The fats give you 9. And I'm not the healthiest eater. I'm struggling, but it's a lot better than it used to be. But there are still a lot of grams, a lot of calories that are fats. So that's why my intake is actually a little higher than the suggested where it should be. Oh, and did you guys see my shirt? Yeah? I got permission from the director of the school to use this trademarked logo on a shirt so I could make one for myself, because I'm thinking, there goes the wind. Thank you. Winter. I want to make it down to the campus at least once while I'm a student, and what better day to do it than graduation? So now I have the shirt that I'll be wearing to graduation. That's right. NPTI class of 2021 rocks. Woo! Practical class. The week that almost killed me is what I'm going to refer this week to as whatever. Olympic lifting week. Now, a lot of the students in class, they've been looking forward to this week, just weights. Yeah, I'm going to do this. I didn't really know because I've never really been into weightlifting. Not that I won't in the future. We'll see what the future has in store for me, but man. And I wasn't even a part of the class. Keep that in mind. It wasn't like I was trying to lift 50, 100, 175 on a barbell by myself at home. No. But it was the act of doing the cleans and the snatches, which I'll show you in a minute, hence the heavy backpack today. Just lifting, Olympic weight lifting, not Olympic weight squatting, which is what it felt like to me. Man, each of those moves, and I've got that sciatic nerve pain in my right leg, but you're having to squat down and, buddy. So yesterday, the last day of Olympic weightlifting week, took me out of commission for the rest of the day. I hurt my bad leg, just pain, sharp pain went right through it as I was coming up for the high pool, and I moved all of my weight to my good side and pinched something in my back. So that was the first, 45 minutes of class. So the rest of class, I'm sitting in my chair with a heating pad on my back, watching everyone else do the work. I don't like sitting on the sidelines. I don't like feeling left out of something that I need to do. So that sucked, but I'm feeling a lot better today because of that heating pad. So let's talk about Olympic weightlifting. Let me go back to my notes here because there are so many. All week, guys, all week. Let's see. Before you start Olympic lifting, not only do you have to do a warm-up, but you have to do a pre-warm-up for mobility as well. You need to get your joints, certain joints, really lubricated, warm, moving around. That's going to include your wrist, your shoulders, your scapula, your shoulder blades, your hips, and your ankles. Because if those are too tense, if they're not warmed up enough and you go to do this, it's going to feel so wrong. You're going to hurt yourself, and I don't want anyone to hurt themselves, me included. Oh, man. So for a clean, now we did cleans and we did snatches. The clean is going to come up right here. The snatch is the one, like you see, I pick things up and put them down, kind of people doing just, right? I'll be that strong one day. I'm getting there. But we did that with dumbbells. They did it with kettlebells. I need to buy a kettlebell. Like, if you guys can just put a note in the comments below, remind me to get off my butt and go out there and buy a kettlebell one of these days. It's hard with my schedule, because if I try to buy one online, they want the same amount for the kettlebell as they do for shipping, and that's a no-go for me. I can't do that. So I've got to buy it locally. I just need a day where I don't have school or work or something else going on so I can get out there and buy one. But basically, you're doing a deadlift, and then you're going to go into a high pull, which is going to be your shoulder shrug, and your upright row. They're basically like if you do it at the same time, right? Shrug, pull up. That's going to be your high pull. After that, you're transitioning with the weight. And if you're doing a clean, it's going to be in the front squat position. If you're doing a snatch, it's going to be in the overhead squat position. So let me move the camera a little bit, and I'm going to do a few of these for you. You want your feet shoulder width apart. You're going to engage your core. You're going to set your shoulders, and you're going to go into a deadlift first. So we'll go down, and we'll pick up the weight that is right in between our feet. And then we're going to come up into the deadlift. After that, you're going to shrug your shoulder and do an upright row at the same time. So shrug and then upright row right to the nipple line with your elbow back. After that, we're going to transition the weight and go into a front squat. So you just bring your elbow in and the weight should land right about here. Now we did them single arm, so that's what I'm doing here. Let's try the other side. We'll reset. All right, here we go. Just like that, over and over. And over and over. Now that one hit my knee. I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I'm not wide enough. But it's really all in the elbow. So when I'm moving, like when I have the weight here and I'm getting ready to shrug my shoulder and pull up, so you shrug, bring up, your elbow is back, and then you swing it around, just like that. It's pretty simple, but doing this for hours on end, Monday through Friday, if Steven, our instructor, was counting on muscle memory so that we could get this done and do it right over and over, congratulations. I think it worked. But I do love how he trained us on it, specifically with the individual moves. You hear the birds? He broke down the individual moves. So for the first day, we learned how to do deadlifts for like half the day. And then we worked on our shoulder shrug. Why can't I say that? Shoulder shrug to the upright row. So we worked on the high pull. And he's like, it's like a lawnmower. You want to lift. So you're just really starting that lawnmower, right? But we would do that over and over again. So the second half of Monday, I think all that was in this position, shrugging, bringing it up, and then over again, shrug, bring up, And the more we did it, the faster we got. And he went around checking everyone's form just to make sure we weren't trying to, get it into the muscle memory the wrong way. And then for the rest of the day, it was bringing the elbow in, flipping the weight. We're transitioning into a front squat. And then by the end of the day, and then Tuesday, we would do them all together. And then we went into snatches. Oh, I haven't showed you those. So you're doing the same thing with the deadlift. You're bringing it up, setting, pulling. And then when you go to transition, this one goes up. So you'll be in that position, right? So I'll do it all together for you, maybe with the other arm, so I'm kind of evened out. So we'll be back here. And you'll notice how similar it is. All right, set shoulders, engage the core, deadlift. Now from here, if I had the barbell, I would be bringing my hips out a little bit so that they hit here, just moving, propelling, giving that weight some motion so that I'm pulling it and then lifting it. Does that make sense? I'll do it again. So, kind of like that. I don't own a barbell and I didn't want to bring my Swiffer out here, and I'm using the tripod right now. They've got some pool stuff over here, but those poles look like they're about 20 feet long. Not trying to do that, not trying to hurt myself again. So, oh, music. So that was week 9 in a nutshell. I did lose 3.5 pounds, so that's exciting. My total weight loss now is 46. And I do feel a little stronger right here. Let's see. Maybe a little bit. I can't really see my reflection with my sunglasses on. So I'll see it during the editing process, or you guys can let me know in the comments too. And thank you guys. Man, on my last video, you guys really showed me some love for what I'm doing, what I'm going through, and how I'm, transitioning into that healthier version, that stronger version of myself. So thank you guys so very much for that. Because the Olympic weightlifting was all we were doing in practical class, I made sure to use my 10-pound weights for the whole thing, except for the barbell cleans and snatches. I used my Swiffer, but that's all right because I think that was just the last day. But yeah, I wanted, you guys know I love a good arm day. So if it wasn't for those mother-loving squats, whoo, my legs. Oh my Jesus, my legs. But I've been doing a lot of foam rolling and stretching just to make sure that going into next week, I feel 110% I can give, to whatever is coming at us. I know we're going over some client things like how to sell to clients without being a sleazy salesman or woman. Just things you have to ask them so that you give them the right program, that kind of stuff. So I'm not sure about the exercises. And if we don't work out enough in practical, I will need to find time in between work and school. I think I've got Tuesday off next week. That might be it. So maybe after Tuesday, I can get a lot of cardio in. I'll see what I can do because I've got a lot more to do as far as chiseling myself down to where I feel like I want to be than a lot of other people in the class. So that means I have to give it a little more of my all, which I'm not even going to say is difficult over Zoom because I've got things. I can put weights in my backpack and lift that up so that they're like 50-pound, kettlebell-esque weights, but you just have to get a little more creative. I think that's all it is. And if it's something that you want to do, if it's something you desire to be, like if you got your blinders on, you are going for your goal, you'll find a way. Guys, I can't tell you in words how busy my schedule really is. Between work, between school, between family, I don't have a lot of time for much of anything else. But this is important to me. So not only am I attending and having to leave early for work, I'm doing the extra work for school after my job. I'm sending my notes in every night. And then before class or on our 30-minute class lunch break, I'm studying, like I'm finding the time to do this, because if I half-ass it, what is that going to do for me? Nothing. It's not going to benefit me whatsoever. I might graduate with a degree I can't do anything with because I didn't learn anything. So I really want to, I'm doing this for myself. So yeah, that's moral of the story, you know. If you have something that you want to do and you just feel like it's impossible, find a way. Because if it's truly a passion of yours to get done, you will find a way and it'll work for you. So go out there and do it. I want everyone to feel like I feel, you know? Oh, and when I have that certificate in my hands, and I'll record graduation. When that happens, guys, oh, yeah, no one's gonna be able to touch me. All right, the last thing of the day is to do some push-ups after I just worked out my arms. But we're gonna see how many I can do. What was last week, 20? So I need to do a little more than 20 on these hard, what are these, like concrete blocks down here? That's all right, we'll do it. But count with me. So I tend to lose count, like if I'm trying to get mind over matter, like it doesn't hurt, you can do it, Melissa, get down there, do this one. I'll lose count. So I'm just gonna go until I stop and you guys can tell me how many I did. Always come prepared. All right. Here we go. My knees are slipping off the towel. Yeah, that's it for me. Well, thank you guys for watching my week 10 recap as a student at the National Personal Training Institute in Orlando, Florida. If there are any other exercises that I may or may not already have tried that you want to see me do, let me know in the comments. There are some that, like burpees, whole burpees. I have tried them, just not on camera. So yeah, if that's something you want to see, let me know. I'm happy to make a fool of myself so that I can look back in a few months and be like, look where I started and look where I am now. But that is all I have for today. So thank you again for watching, and I'll talk to you in the comments and see you later. Bye guys.